Hello everyone, this is Supratik here. In this video, we are going to discuss the preparation strategy for mathematics in NTSE Stage 1. Now, there are different ways of going about your NTSE preparation. The first thing for mathematics especially is how you can link it with your CBSE board exam preparation. So, first thing will be to finish the syllabus before NTSE. So that you can be thorough with your NTSE preparation, as well as you can be thorough with your board's preparation as well. For mathematics, the class 9th and 10th books you have to finish of your school. It may be NCERT, it may be your own state board books. For me personally, I am from Assam, so the books for mathematics are same in class 9 and 10, and it is similar to the NCERT books of 9 and 10. So in the exam, there was no as such extra question, I'll say. There are a few difficult questions as compared to your CBSE board exam preparation, but it's fine, it's manageable. If you do 9th and 10th level properly, I think you will be able to do very well in NTSE Stage 1. I know Stage 2 is a bit harder. The mathematics portion is really hard in NTSE Stage 2. But right now we are discussing NTSE Stage 1, so you need to do the right amount of questions and the right level of questions, not too hard and not too easy as well. The absolute correct level of questions as well as the right amount of practice. Now the second thing will be how to choose a reference book. For me personally, my go-to book was RD Sharma, and there is also a book called RS Aggarwal, which is equally good, I will say. But if you ask me which is the better book, I think RD Sharma is the better book. It's totally up to you. You can choose either book. Both are equally good. RD Sharma also has MCQs, so that is going to help you in your NTSE preparation since MCQs are asked. There is also NCERT Exemplar as well. NCERT Exemplar is an NCERT publication, so NCERT Exemplar is a very good book for NTSE preparation. Also, NCERT Exemplar questions are repeated in RD Sharma or RS Aggarwal. So, if you're doing RD Sharma thoroughly, like each and every question, each and every exercise, you don't need to do NCERT Exemplar. Exemplar you can do then before your board exams, because RD Sharma will include most of the tough questions of Exemplar. If you're not doing RD or RS, you have to do NCERT Exemplar, because there are MCQs as well in NCERT Exemplar, so that will help you in your NTSE preparation. Also, the third thing is coaching modules. Now, if you are in a coaching, you will definitely have those coaching modules, so you can go with those, you can solve those, but don't do much higher level, as I mentioned in my science video as well. Other than that, the coaching modules will have extra formulae for you. Try to learn those. I think those are really helpful, even if it isn't helpful in NTSE. It is going to be helpful in other mathematics Olympiad exams like PRMO or other exams like RMO. So those formulae are helpful. Try to learn those. Also, there are a lot of extra things to learn in the geometry part if you're studying Olympiad level. So I think if you are studying Olympiad level and you are studying all those higher level things, then it should be easy for you to cover up the NTSE part as well, because it is not that hard. Now, question banks. The question banks are also important, because usually what happens is CBSE exam preparation, you won't have to do many MCQs. Even if there are MCQs, there are a lesser amount of MCQs. So question banks are important not for the subject matter part. It is important for the practicing part. So if you at least do one question bank of any one coaching or any one publication, you will do very well in NTSE, because what separates a ranker student from other students is the how much practice they have done. So surely solving a question bank is very important. And also, since NTSE stage 1 is state specific, so your previous year questions are also very important, because that will give you an idea. As for Assam, the questions are NCERT based, so there is no doubt what students have to do. They exactly have to do as I have told. But notice if your states and NTSE has different questions other than NCERT, maybe from your state board books, or the level may be higher. There are higher level questions in some state and NTSEs like Delhi, or sometimes in Andhra Pradesh as well. So be careful about that part. And finally, I will say previous year questions are helpful only if you try to solve them in an exam like environment. Like 1 month before the exam, I think your syllabus has to be finished. You should be just revising things. And when you're solving the previous year questions, try to allot a specific time to a particular section. For mathematics, that has to be 30 to 35 minutes, and it should not exceed 40 minutes, because 20 questions are there and these are not of very high level. Okay, so the most questions should be solved in like 3 or 4 steps, or maybe 5 steps, let's say, if it's difficult. So since these are smaller questions, usually in NTSE stage 1, these should be solved quickly, because even if you're taking 40 minutes, that's like 2 minutes for only one question, so that will slow down your pace. Now if you have to take more time for mathematics, try to complete science and SST very quickly, so that you will be scoring maximum in SAT by doing those parts quickly and then giving yourself much more time for mathematics. For me personally, I had done SST first, then science, and then mathematics at the end. So my year paper wasn't that tough. It was easy only, but yeah, SST had a few tougher questions, or GK questions as well. And science also had a few confusing questions. The options were really close, so it was difficult to decide. So those questions did take up my time, but I was able to finish the paper relatively quickly. So I will say these are the 4 or 5 points which you have to do. First, your own school book. Second, Exemplar. If you're not doing Exemplar, RD. And if you're not doing RD, then Exemplar. And your modules or coaching banks from any coaching or publications. And the final thing is previous year papers. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll also be uploading a video for social science as well, and after that mental ability as well. Also, I'll be sharing some small tips and tricks for solving a few mathematics questions. I haven't yet decided on which questions I'll be sharing those videos upon, but I'll shortly decide and I'll record those videos as well. Thank you.